Everybody, it's Mike Molina, and today, rather than doing my normal mortgage minute, what I want to do is focus on specifically for Utah agents, down payment assistance and grants, municipal grants and loans. There's a lot of information going on out there right now. A lot of it is hype, in my opinion. Everybody is hearing about the $20,000 grant from the state, and they don't know that it's only for new construction. They don't know that there's all sorts of other restrictions. They don't know that it's a sales price of $450,000 limit, and so on and so forth. I'm not saying that it is bad, because it's definitely not. But what I am saying is that we are missing conversations that we should be having, that we should have been having all this time. So I made something, a tool for you to use to help in your conversations. I'm going to go through it real quick and then talk about strategies for having these conversations. So first up, I made this myself with tender loving care just for you. So this is down payment assistance programs that are available. I'm not going to go through this chart. Don't worry. And I also don't expect you to even necessarily go through the chart or to try and learn about them. Why I created it was, number one, for you to have a quick reference when you need it, and number two, for you to have a visual aid when you're having conversations with your buyers. Just some quick highlights on here that I want you to see is that they don't all require that you be a first-time home buyer, and they give enormous amounts of down payment assistance. It's very flexible. These things are available most of the time year-round. They don't have to be funded over and over. There's a few exceptions to that, the law enforcement grants and veterans grant, and of course the first-time buyer program. This new construction thing can and will run out eventually, but will probably be funded again. But most of these are available all the time, and we're not talking enough about these, and I want to just give you enough information so you can have really strategic conversations with your prospects and clients, because they have a lot of fear, and what they're not going to be, what they're doing is they're missing out on tremendous opportunities. So let's talk about those conversations. So these DPAs, these down payment assistance loans, give you the conversation should center around opportunity and advantage, and the people that take the opportunity, seize the opportunity now, will be at a much greater advantage than people who don't, and later on, because as we all know, I know it doesn't seem like it, but rates are coming down. They actually have been coming down quite steadily now for about a week, and they're going to continue to come down. And once that accelerates, it's going to be a feeding frenzy again. And everybody that didn't buy is going to suddenly be wanting to buy, and we're going to be right back to huge amounts of multiple offers and massive amounts of offers over lists and et cetera and so on. So use the down payment assistance chart to highlight that most of these programs are available year-round. They serve a broad spectrum of buyers. Many will allow non-occupant co-borrowers to go on these loans with them. Many don't require that the buyer be first-time buyers. They can have had homes before. Some are even forgivable. That's not something that you hear a lot of people talking about. That some of these down payment assistance programs actually have a forgivable component to them. Many will allow for single families with ADUs and also duplexes. Of course, they're all owner-occupied, and these are not geographically restricted. They can buy and use these programs anywhere in the state of Utah. So use the DPA chart to just enough to tease it, hold out that carrot, and help them see you have a great opportunity that will make you have a great advantage than so many other people later on because you didn't wait. All right? So that's the DPA chart. Now I'm going to talk about the municipal grants and loans chart. Now these grants and municipal loans are very different than just the down payment assistance programs, because these are almost always very large. The smallest one on here is $7,500. We're talking amounts of $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $39,000, $20,000, $20,000, and $40,000 in grants, like literally free money. And that all sounds great and fantastic, right? But these are seasonal, so the municipalities have to have funds in order to grant them, which means that they go very quickly. They're all forgivable under certain circumstances, and we're not even going to go into that now because that's a big long conversation. But I wanted to provide you this chart as well, so you can become just vaguely familiar with it. Call me anytime with questions, but then have conversations with your prospects and clients, because what you want to highlight is that these provide very large amounts of assistance. They're only available seasonally. They are in extreme high demand, so we have to be prepared, meaning that people, your buyers that won't get off the fence, you can use these municipal grants and loans to say, hey, you got to be ready, because when that program is funded again and those grants are available, there's a line of people a mile long around the block lining up, ready to pounce on it. And if you're not ready, you're going to miss out. These grants go like that. So people that aren't prepared are not going to get it. I've had this happen time and time again in my 30 years, and I'm telling you, people think, oh, well, I'll just wait until they're funded and then I'll act. They never get it. Okay. These are geographically restricted. You're not going to get a grant that's for Logan in Salt Lake City and vice versa. And you have to know the area that they're going to be buying it. But you can also keep it more broad, especially in Salt Lake County, where there are grants available for anywhere in Salt Lake County. They just differ whether it's Salt Lake City Incorporated or unincorporated area, or Taylorsville or West Jordan or West Valley. Okay. All of them require the bar to be under contract. So the conversation is, okay, you've got to get pre-approved. And the second we know that those grants are funded again, we get you out there, you find a house, you get it under contract, and your loan officer submits for the grant to the city, and you get your money. That's the conversation. So, because they go extremely fast. So what we want to create in our clients and prospects is FOMO, the fear of missing out. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm not trying to manipulate people. Actually, I am trying to manipulate people, but I'm trying to manipulate them in a way that is good for them, because they are not seeing the big picture. You remember my spreadsheet that shows appreciation versus interest, and how appreciation wins out every time. Right now, we're in a relatively slow appreciating climate. As soon as the rates fall hard, our appreciation is going to go through the roof. And these people are going to be left in the dust. And they're going to miss out, and they're not going to get homes. And this is what I am on a mission to help prevent. So anyway, that is it for grants and down payment assistance. It's just a real quick overview. You can download these sheets, the grants and the down payment assistance programs, by clicking the link in the description on YouTube. And while you're there, please be sure to hit a like, and if you can, subscribe to the channel. That would help me out a lot. If you have any questions about any of these programs, I'm always available and happy to talk to you about them. So please don't hesitate to call. Hope you have a great day. We'll talk with you soon. Take care.